I want to throw light and draw your attention to some of the shocking facts and some of the shocking reports and some questions that I would like to raise regarding the Kolkata rape and murder case. Before we go into the video further, there is a small trigger warning for sexual assault and violence for those who find this as trigger. The autopsy report by Dr. Goswami had revealed that 150 mg of semen was found inside the doctor's body when the vaginal swab was taken for investigation. This itself confirms the fact that there is an involvement of multiple episodes of torture, assault and violence. And also there is a clear-cut involvement of more than one person in this crime. There were even reports suggesting that 4 persons were involved in this crime at a minimum level. Several portions of the head of the deceased had deep marks and also signs of trauma, which even confirms our worst fear. Also, her neck had a lot of bite marks and both of her ears also had a lot of injuries, which confirms our worst fear. Also, her lip also had a lot of injuries and bleeding, which even suggested that she might have been gagged or silenced during the torture or assault. Also, her pelvic girdle was broken and also her legs were stretched to 90 degrees apart. And also, her pelvic floor was completely shattered. The shattering of the pelvic floor, the fracture of the pelvic girdle and also the huge vaginal tear even confirms the fact that they inserted some kind of object or some kind of sharp object into the vagina. When the kind of injuries and the kind of force used were analyzed, it was suggested that this kind of injuries and force cannot be exerted by a single person. But this confirms the fact that there is a clear-cut involvement of more than one person in this crime. When the body of Sanjay Roy was analyzed, there were no marks of force. This even confirms the fact that he is not the actual culprit, but he is made a scapegoat in order to help the other real culprits to be escaped. I also want to raise some questions regarding this issue. 1. Why was her parents made to wait for about 3 hours outside the hospital before seeing her body? 2. Why did the authorities pressurize her parents so much to cremate her body immediately after the postmortem? 3. Why did the authorities call it as a case of suicide even before the postmortem was conducted? For the first time ever, I am not feeling happy, I am not feeling proud about my nation's Independence Day, because I am constantly being reminded by the amount of pain my fellow doctor, my fellow sister had undergone during her last day of breath.